All the updates from the FIFA World Cup now. Mexico ignited their World Cup party with a dominant 2-0 victory over nine-man South Africa as the biggest ever edition of the global footballing showpiece kicked off. Julian Quinones scored the opening goal of the tournament after 9 minutes, and 35-year-old striker Raul Jimenez headed in the second goal at the Azteca, which became the first stadium in the world to host games at 3 World Cups. South Africa, meanwhile, never looked like spoiling the opening day fiesta and finished with only 9 men after Swefelo Sithole and Themba Zwane were sent off. Sithole dismissed for denying a goal-scoring opportunity before Zwane was shown a red card for a slap. Mexico's Cesar Montes was also sent off for a late foul. Quinones fired the hosts into the lead on 9 minutes, drilling a low shot through the legs of South Africa's goalkeeper and captain Ronwen Williams. And Colombian star Shakira and Nigerian singer Burna Boy had the spectators out of their seats in the opening ceremony for the 2026 World Cup in Mexico City. In the highlight of the ceremony, Shakira and Burna Boy performed Die Die, the official song of the tournament, bringing roars from the crowd. Dancers twirled around a giant model of the World Cup trophy while fireworks went off in the historic 80,000 capacity stadium which hosted the 1970 and 1986 World Cup finals. J Balvin and Italian Andrea Bocelli were among the other performers before kickoff. The 48-team tournament is also being hosted by the United States and Canada and will feature 104 games, culminating in the final in New Jersey on July 19. Let's go across to DD India's Narayan Singh. He joins us live from New Delhi. Narayan, Mexico have made a winning start to the FIFA World Cup 2026 with a 2-0 victory over South Africa. Tell us, how significant is this result for the hosts, especially considering it is their first ever win in a World Cup opening game?
Abhishek, if we talk about this match, as we know that every important match and every match, especially the opening match, is important because from here you set the tone for the tournament ahead. And winning the opening match in front of the home crowd, we can say that it's a big deal for the Mexico. The kind of start they wanted, they got that. And if you take a look in 2010 World Cup, when it was hosted by South Africa, the first match, the opening match, was between these two teams when the match was ended in a draw and South Africa opened the scoring with Shabalala, the South African striker, just opening, and this sensational goal. He helped the team to take the lead in that match, and after that, the Mexican player just equalized and the match ended there. So here, winning that opening match, it's a big deal, I think. But the most important thing is that in the first match itself, the referee gave 3 red cards. So it's we can say that from the referee point of view, it's an early sign and early, we can say that a symbol that the referees will be strict with the players. If you take a look at the previous edition that is held in Qatar, only 4 red cards were given throughout the tournament. In the previous tournament in Russia also, only 4 red cards was throughout the tournament. So that they have matched that figure almost here with 3 red cards in the opening match. So all in all, we can say that it will be a strict World Cup for the players. If they do foul, they have to play disciplined football, and that is very important. And most importantly, their second goal scorer, Raul Jimenez, who recently signed by Fulham from Wolverhampton. So it's a great day for him because around 6 years back in 2020 on November, he was almost died during a football match on the football pitch because of a head injury. There was a, we can say that, the huge crack in his skull, and because of that his football career was almost over. But again, he is scoring at the biggest moment. So from we can say that again becoming a hero for his team. It's a big deal and a big story, footballing story.
Absolutely. And also, Narayan, second match is also going on between South Korea and Czechia. Czechia is currently leading 1-0. But Narayan, the World Cup always produces memorable moments and surprise results. Which teams do you believe could emerge as the dark horses of this edition?
If we talk about this edition, almost there are multiple teams who can be the winners in this World Cup, despite of the fact, especially I want to mention few African teams in the past also, and today the way South Korea, we can say it's also a dark horse in the former semi-finalists, and last time around also they were in the round of 16s. They have the capability, South Korea, to still we can say that they have a player like Sung Min, who is a key player in their setup, especially for the Bundesliga team. And also, apart from, if you take a look, Lee Kang is also crucial player for them. So it's a good team, and they have the capability to beat the European giants and the South African giant if they progress ahead in the tournament. And apart from South Korea, if you take a look, the teams from the Africa, especially Morocco, the kind of performance they delivered last time around was fantastic. So they have a different, we can say, the culture in the football. And the teams who are playing the first time, like Curacao and the Cape Verde, Jordan and Uzbekistan, they are also playing the fantastic football. If we take a story of the Curacao, one of the smallest country, island nation, the kind of football they have played with the we can say that 2010 FIFA has given them $10 million in grant, and after that, the way they have just improved their football, the kind of upset they have made, definitely they're not going to win the World Cup, but with their performance, just they can surprise the heavyweights of the game. We see that Italy is not in this World Cup for the third consecutive times, and Germany is not a force they used to be. They are in the transition stage. So hoping that how the big guns deal with these teams remains to be seen. But it's an expanded World Cup of the 48 teams. Definitely, we will see some fairy tale stories. It remains to be seen who emerge as the stunner, who emerge as a surprise package of this tournament.
Longest and biggest World Cup, Narayan, like you said, 48 teams, over 100 games, 104 games to be precise. We'll leave it at that. Thank you for your inputs.